Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here to do your What's Cracking reading. We're going to use the After Tarot for this reading this morning. Firstly, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and all of your support. Do keep your eye out on my Facebook page. There will be notifications of where I'll be over the next few months, so keep your eye out for those. Next show is in Goulburn on the 1st of May, and we do have a platform event the night before, so be looking out for them. I think that's everything. All right, let's get into this reading. Okay, now funnily enough, this card was jumping out on me while I was shuffling, so I sort of took a little bit of a note of it as it was doing that, because for me, when the world comes, it's quite significant. It can mean the end of a cycle. It can mean that you've got the opportunity to travel. It could be that you are in a different place to where you are normally. So I might be talking to you today and you may be halfway across the world. But the World card significantly is the end of a cycle. It's the last card in the Major Arcana story. So something here is coming to a conclusion. Something's coming to an end. I love that you have the Magician. These are all Major Arcanas, which have been seeing a lot the last few days. The Magician is right behind that. Now, the Magician talks about manifestation. The card talks about having everything you need to bring about what you want. It is, again, the second card in the story. So it's almost like we have jumped from the closing of a story into a brand new cycle with the Magician. Only this time around, what the universe is saying, this time around, you're going to do things differently from the Magician's point of view. So you are coming into a brand new cycle here. But it's like you want to manifest something. We could be trying to manifest a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could have already done this. Maybe you are closing out a cycle for something else because this person may be about to come back into your life. Now, the Queen of Cups for me can very often represent a mother figure. So if you've got some sort of issues or you don't see eye to eye with a mother figure or somebody around you who's more than likely older, maybe in a position of power around you, could be somebody at work, but it definitely could be a love. Now, don't forget, the Queen doesn't necessarily represent man or woman. It represents feminine energy. So this is someone that has reciprocal love for you. Now, whoever this person is, it looks like you are bringing about a brand new cycle with this person. Let's keep going. Yes, okay. So what I would say is completed here is some sort of cycle you were meant to heal with this particular person. So it might be that you've had or you've been estranged from a person. It could be that you've not been talking to that person. You could have had some sort of relationship with that person in the past that maybe came to an abrupt end, or maybe not so abrupt, but it came to an ending. And I feel like you've gone through some sort of healing process here. With the Magician there, it sort of feels to me like this time around things are going to be a long way different. With the Star here, I would say you've definitely done your healing. You've definitely come through a new phase. It sort of feels very anticipatory, like you're sort of anticipating. You can feel that feeling of waiting for that next phase to come through. We'll take another card. Yeah, divine timing. All right, so, and there's a brand new beginning. Okay, you have somebody here who more than likely is a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but could be somebody that you've had great love for. I feel like somehow or another something happened in the past, some sort of energy that this person and you may not have seen eye to eye. And there was a completion of a cycle there through healing, through understanding, and you're moving forward. But this time around, you're doing it differently, because this time with that Magician, you're coming through as being confident, self-assured. You know what you want this time. You've healed those components of you that you weren't able to move forward with before. If this is a parent figure, for example, it could be that you had some sort of breakdown with them. But maybe in the meantime, you started to understand how to work with that person. And this time around, you're doing it from your own perspective. So whatever you're doing here, you're coming at it from a brand new perspective. This time around, you are I almost want to say well armed, but not at carrying a gun, hopefully. It's more like you have everything that you need this time. You may be able to understand what you did last time, may have put that right. You may have understood those issues that you have between you. Whatever it is here, with that magician, your kit bag's full, and you're definitely coming at it from a very different angle this time. All right, Knight of Wands coming through. Maybe this person is coming towards you then. Because the Knight of Wands for me is very fast moving energy. It's a card of action. It's something moving very quickly here. Now I can't help thinking with this sort of Egyptian feel here and the World card at the beginning, you could be dealing with somebody that is at a distance to you, not just emotionally, but certainly at a physical difference too. But I feel like this person is ready to speak up about something. It may be that they want to offer you an apology, but it feels more than that. It feels like they're trying to get over some sort of hurdle here from the past to sort of have a brand new beginning. And with the Ace of Pentacles, I'd say that's what's on the cards. This time around, though, it does look like you're doing things very, very differently. All right, we have the Two of Pentacles with the Emperor and the Six of Cups. This is definitely somebody here, somebody from your past here. Now, the fact that I have the Emperor card here, I can never discount this could be a twin flame for some people. For other people, it could be an Aries here. We have very strong Aries energy. There is something from the past here that pretty much needs to be put right now. So something was left unfinished. I feel like for many of you, you may have anticipated the return of this person, or you may have anticipated something coming through here, because I do get this feeling slightly of apprehension, but certainly like expectation that something's happening. The Two of Pentacles for me is very much about making that sort of balanced decision here. I think that you've probably considered this situation many times, like what would I do if this person came in? What would I do if this person returned? But there is definitely a very strong sort of soulmate energy between the two of you here. I feel like it's really nice to see that somebody's coming through in this Emperor energy, or that you're moving through in the Emperor energy, because to me that means you've done an incredible amount of healing, and this time around you can approach this situation in a very different way. I feel like a great deal of growth has gone past here, especially sort of from this Six of Cups. So you may be looking at it in a completely different perspective. But definitely feeling a great change coming through with you too. And there it is, straight away with the Strength card. Whatever happened in the past, you've definitely healed when the Strength card comes through. There's some aspect of yourself here from childhood that needed to be healed, some inner child work to be done. And it looks to me like you've completed that here. Let's just keep going. Yeah, definitely with the Devil card here. This says to me that you've worked extremely hard on yourself, actually. You know, I always talk to people about healing, and I say some of the healing we do is just a natural progression, but other components of us that we heal, we deliberately set out to do. So, for example, you may have discovered something from your childhood here, some sort of trauma or pain that was never healed. And then you go into finding out why that's happened. You may seek counseling for that. You may speak to someone. You may do a lot of research here. But somehow or another, this energy has been coming through in the last few days. It could be codependent energy coming through. Maybe you had a parent who was very narcissistic, very controlling. Maybe there was a time when you decided you didn't want to work with that energy anymore and you moved away. I feel like here you're ready to work on something now. All right, so that cycle's finished. There's definitely been healing here with the Four of Swords and a brand new beginning with the Fool. So that's a really sort of straightforward storyline right there. There's definitely an ending to a past situation, possibly something from your past here that you were unable to heal before. Maybe you just didn't have the power. Maybe you didn't understand maybe your part in it. Maybe you did understand your part in it and you've made a really big attempt to put this right here. All right, let's have a look. So there is some sort of ending here that is bringing around a brand new beginning. And somehow it involves somebody here, possibly somebody from your past here. Could be a relationship, a love relationship that sort of went south. It could definitely be a family member. This is all part of the process here, especially with the divine timing card. This makes me feel like whatever's taken place, whatever you've been through, whatever this storyline is for you, it's very clear to me that you have done exactly what you were meant to do. The amount of healing that comes through in this reading around this destiny or what you're destined to do is very, very clear here. And we have divine timing coming through in time for a brand new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. This time around, this relationship will be built a lot more solidly. This time around, I feel like you're both coming from a very mature perspective. You've understood how to heal these components of you that weren't serving you in the past. But there seems to be communication from somebody here who actually has finished the cycle at the same time. So somehow or another you are meant to be maybe in each other's lives or around each other, because it feels to me like this isn't just an apology and run. This is an apology and let's build something better. So whatever this is, I feel like your person's been through a lot of healing here. Both of you ready to take a leap of faith with the Fool card here. There is not a lot of cups, so it doesn't make me feel like this is romantic. However, for some of you, it could definitely be romantic. You're very future focused though, and there's a lot of happiness with the Sun. I feel like whatever, and that's what I said, I get this feeling that whatever you're repairing here is going to be for the long term. It's not like a just say sorry, forgive, let go. This is something here that's going to bring a great deal of happiness in the future. And again, with this card, I get this feeling that you were expecting this. All right, let's read from the Starseed Oracle here. It's interesting because you've got two cards coming out. That is your life as a canvas. So I guess somehow or another here you are definitely investing for the future. And this one is the weight of the world. So what you've been carrying around with you. So I'm going to have a quick look at weight of the world. It says here that it talks about boundaries, letting it go. It's not yours to carry. And I feel like here this is about forgiveness. You don't need to carry it all. You're no good to anyone if you're running on empty and bogged down by the weight of the world. This card is a reminder to look after your own well-being before anyone else's. So it's definitely, you know, that whole idea of putting your oxygen mask on first. I just feel like here it's talking about letting go of any pain, sort of negative emotions here. You know, especially with this Ten of Swords, let go of the negative stuff. I feel like you're being given a chance at a brand new beginning here. Now, I want to have a look at this, your life as a canvas, because I feel like somehow here, this is giving you an opportunity to do things again, but to do them differently this time. This is artist, manifestation, and creative accountability. And it says you're the artist of your life and your life is a canvas. Take responsibility for your ability to create. Earth is known as the planet of manifestation. Your present moment is based on your past thoughts and beliefs, and your current thoughts determine your future. What kind of life do you want to create for the future, and what are you being called to create? It does talk about reconnecting with your manifestation power here, which of course we did have the Magician to come out. But it talks about starting with a deep feeling of gratitude. So what I get here is this energy of releasing the past, letting go, forgiving, and starting again here with this sort of energy of gratitude, looking at your life in a very different way. So maybe this has been quite a burden for you, carrying this around, and maybe it's time to let it go. Whatever this sort of situation is, it just looks to me like the final healing in a process, especially with the world there. And whatever you're healing here, you're moving forward with a greater sense of who you are here. So it's very beautiful reading. All right, I'll leave you with that. Thank you.